The views expressed in this video are of our guests alone. This interview is not confirmation of any of their allegations. These are opinions. Any name mentioned here is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. There's a lot of drama happening in the Diddy space, with some now trying to call out the victims. I have Adria English here to break it all down. Adria English has laid some horrific allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, and she filed a lawsuit in July of 2024. Allegations that stem from her time working as a dancer at Combs' events, including his infamous white parties. And one of those parties, she claims she was coerced into drinking an alcohol beverage that was laced with a substance, and later was then forced into non-consensual acts. She alleges that she was trafficked over several years, pressed into engaging into these acts with party attendees, including many prominent individuals. She believes her encounters were also secretly recorded, and the suit names other accomplices, including this guy, Jacob the jeweler. She's seeking $50 million in damages. She's also not shied away from naming massively big names. I'm talking presidents and princes, so big that many think her claims are too outrageous to be true. She was also a witness and friend of Misha, another accuser we recently spotlighted, who claims to be the woman in these photos. However, a recent lawsuit says it's a different Jane Doe. Plus, there have been some question about sushi photos and other issues, and I just wanted to try to get to the bottom of it. So I was so grateful that Adria was willing to come and address it all. Adria, welcome to the show. So glad you're here. How are you doing today?
Hey, Andy. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Shout out to everybody tuning into the Popcorn Planet. We appreciate everybody. So we're going to get right into it. Andy, what's up?
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming in here because, listen, I don't know how to cover some of this because I wanted to address sort of some of the concerns that are coming out. And I'm really grateful you're here. We talked about this prior. I'm not saying I don't believe you guys. I'm not here trying to discredit you guys. I don't want this to be about that. But there are starting to be some fair questions. And I'm grateful you came on here to address it. Because to me, if there are issues, you know, we got to address those issues. We got to answer those issues and sort of come up to this. So that's thank you for being here and sort of for doing this.
Thank you. Yeah, if we have a problem, we need to iron it out. So I'm here to definitely clear up the air, stop all this weirdness I'm seeing online. It's very weird. It's just interesting how somebody or people could be so adamant on something that could be, saying that something is a lie. And, we're saying it's the truth, but if you could be adamantly to say a lie, how could it not be the opposite and adamantly the truth? When there's been you haven't said, we've done a lie detector test and that's how we know we're lying, or she's been tried in court and that's how we know we're lying, or I was there and I saw her, she wasn't really doing woo, woo, woo. That's how I know she's lying. But people who literally were not there, who literally have no skin in the game other than my words, shout out to everybody that's going to make money spitting off of this video and all the other videos. Every time I speak, I make everyone money.
Well, I want to get to that because that's a criticism you're facing, all you guys, that you're in this for the money. I want to talk that before we get to all those questions and negatives. Let's start with your sort of story, because look, both you and Misha have heartbreaking stories. I believed these stories. I felt trauma. I absolutely have no doubt you guys have been through the ringer. This Hollywood, these celebrities, I don't trust them. I don't want any of this to seem like we're not believing it. But one of the criticisms is that, these claims are outrageous, right? You seem to have a story for everybody. Shocking. Presidents, princes, what is your response to people who are like, it's too much? How are we supposed to believe all this?
Well, first of all, you can believe it or not. Second of all, you guys weren't invited. You guys aren't part of the elite. There's 100% in everything, and 5% run the world are in the elite, the top tier as far as our economic and social status is concerned. And that's who we're talking about here, the elite. Not you 95 percenters who work jobs, who pay lower class and middle class taxes. Not you people who are on government assistance. Not you people who've never met a celebrity in your whole life. Not you people that pay $500 to go see Beyonce, for example, and sit in the nosebleed section. Not. It's not for any of you guys. We're on here talking to a specific group of people here. That includes the judges, the lawyers, the principals, the victims, the God-fearing people, people who want justice, other people who know people that are victims, people whose kids are missing right now or family members are missing right now, and they had no way to tell anybody anything. So that's who I'm talking to. Not everybody who's running around, who go to work, who after they make their video, they go punch a time clock and they need this money to pay their rent next month. So they make a little reaction video off of my words. And the reason why I say we want compensation to speak, to address any of this, because this is time consuming. This takes time out of our day, our lives that we can never get back. Time is the one and only commodity you can never get or make again. You can make more money. You can get houses, you can lose houses, you can buy cars, lose cars, trade cars, make cars. Time, none of us, I don't care if you're rich, poor, healthy, sick, black, white, racist, non-racist, you can't get back time. So if I'm gonna take my time to prove to you guys that the life I lived already 20 years ago and what I'm telling you guys really happened, yes, I need to be compensated for that because it takes time out of me doing something for my son, taking maybe another phone call, maybe writing a lyric or something I got in my brain. I gotta take time away from that. And then I can't work anywhere. Y'all see my press. You see I'm running up. I ain't pay $1 for my press, but I can't work nowhere because I'm kind of famous now. What I look like working at Walmart, for example. No, I've been doing that for the last 20 years. I'm on now.
You're also making some very big allegations against some very big, powerful people. So I can't imagine that helps you get a job.
Powerful people. That's my point.
Well, and I'll back you up. I mean, I've no doubt you're fed up being used by this industry. I mean, you still got to make a living. You got to make the time.
Every content creator who has a platform on YouTube makes money off of the click, views, likes, shares, all that. So how do you guys justify that it's okay for you guys to make money off of our words and our experiences, but the actual people who lived it aren't supposed to make $1 and we're supposed to be cool with it? Like, why don't everyone who has a platform say 100%, not 90%, not 75%, 100% of my reaction video or me addressing whatever is going to go to a charity or victim and show proof that no money is going to pay your rent or to go in your gas tank or to feed your child or to feed your weed habit or your alcohol habit or whatever it is, or to keep the lights on at your platform. It's okay for you to use my words to pay your bills, but it's an issue if I need $1 to survive.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, I don't doubt that. And we've talked about this. The problem is just as journalists, we wrestle with like, I don't want to buy stories, right? That's my always big thing is I build the platform of trust.
Yeah, I never look at it as buying a story. I look at it as compensating someone for taking the time out to speak, to express, to put themselves as a target, to not be afraid to tell the truth. What would I get out of coming out here lying? Like, and then how would my imagination just be so creative that I can know specific people that were really there? None of you guys were there. If I go walk into this Burger King right now and I grab the girl that's working the register and I said, hey, tell me 10 people that was at Diddy's white parties between the years of Whoop Whoop or just any party. They can't name them. Even if they wanted to, I have $1 million right here. Name me 10 people that were there. Most people couldn't even name it because they weren't there. So how could I be making up stories on people with detail, with dates, facts, receipts, if I wasn't there just 20 years later after being drugged? My mind is so dope, I could just come up with this. And I have personal vendettas on people for no damn reason. Come on now. Use your intelligence, people.
I've said that people who have come to me with your stories, but my immediate reaction, why would you make this up? It's a lot. It's a risk. It's a risk to do. Now, at the same time, I don't know, Adria. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I appreciate you being here and giving this conversation, and that's what the audience is going to do. I want to get to some of the stuff, and I want to get to the things about Misha because you're friends with Misha, right? Did you guys were there in that circle together?
Yeah, and I want to clear that up. Misha was always a minor. I don't know, somebody, the weird witch lady with all the moles, the weird wannabe psychic who has advisors that go and read tarot cards, whatever, and they go back and tell her, then all she does is report it and act like she some intuitive person or something. That day I was supposed to be on the live, the police got behind me and had me outside my van for almost an hour about to take my son and my dogs. And that's why I wasn't able to hop on her live at the correct exact time. And then Misha was in the middle of a storm, her personal self in Dallas. So when Misha tried to get on 20 minutes into the live, the wicked witch of the world, that's what I'm gonna call her, told her, no, don't try to get on now. And then proceeded to continue and do an additional 2 hours on her live, not allowing Misha to get on nor me, and spending the 2 hours to bash, which was the weirdest thing. She was calling me a crackhead. You guys can come check my blood. I don't have any felonies. I don't have no drug convictions. Diddy over there with drugs on private planes. Where the white boy that got arrested, his drug mule. You got Carisha, what's her name? Young Miami, is paying her $2 million a month to traffic and do all this. And y'all ain't saying they lying. Y'all ain't making them prove it. But y'all saying I'm lying. It's the weirdest thing. Y'all don't even know these people in real life. All you know is a song. All you got is a memory you remember that time when you was listening to that song. That's all y'all holding on to. A concert ticket. Oh, my mama is the first concert. That's all y'all holding on to. Y'all don't know Diddy personally. We know them personally. And shout out to Jaguar, right? I still love you, girl, even though it's like you're doing a flip-flop. But I respect it's the game and it don't stop. So get your bread. You know what I mean? We sisters at the end of the day. Natanya,
there's a
love
rumor
you
right
too.
now, I guess. Sorry, I just wanted to ask. There's a rumor right now that Jaguar Wright was behind this. I don't understand why, but can you confirm or deny that?
My very first video I did was Serving with Purpose. I say on that video, I wish my dream is to meet Jaguar Wright. I want to have a conversation with her. And then my opportunity was the very first time on Natanya's show, The Nerd. I didn't even know she was going to bring Jaguar on. All that was organic. And people running around talking about she set it up and she brought, no, I ain't never met Jaguar in my life. I met Misha at Diddy's house in 2004 when they had me slurping strawberries off her nude body and as that baby was laying on the table, she was only 14 years old. And I didn't know she was 14 years old when she was laying on that table. But later on in the day, we ended up in the same bathroom and she told me she was 14. And my 20-year-old, 26-year-old self said, well, say you're 17 at least. Because I didn't know. I'm drugged. I'm my 20-something-year-old before self. I'm over here slurping stuff off her. How am I supposed to know that he got a little child laying on the table in front of everybody? That's the first time I met Misha. Not in no mental hospital, not in no drug rehab, not introduced from Jaguar Wright. No, her as hired, I thought she was hired entertainment like me. I was the go-go dancer. She was the girl to be on the table to make it all erotic and stuff. But nobody knew she was a baby laying there. Diddy and them, Harvey Pierre, kidnapped her at 11 years old from her state of Texas, put her on a private jet, flew her to New York. She woke up in the studio. They put that D&G shirt on her. They put makeup on her. They did her hair. When they picked her up, she had on pink and bobos in her hair. They took a picture as a trophy. And that Mexican Iranian lady, that Gloria Allred came out representing. She was on the pool table being taken advantage as RA8 at the same time with a pool stick. She woke up to seeing that. So that lady that's crying with Miss Gloria Allred, I know she probably went about it the wrong way, trying to pay to get additional witness or whatever. That made her look
I have to respond
non-credible.
to that legally because she's a very powerful lawyer, and I got to protect myself. That's a
Allegedly, but
crazy
I'm backing
allegation.
her up
Like
because she
I'm
was
not
there.
even.
We
I'm not
were
even trying
all
to doubt
there
it, but like
together.
allegedly, Gloria Allred has not responded. I have no idea if that's accurate. Please do your
Well,
homework, audience.
we
But that's a big
we
allegation,
were all there together. Her, me, Misha, Allie
You
Carter
saw it too.
Tony.
You saw
Allie,
Gloria Allred too.
Allie and Misha were in the dungeon together. When Allie's making reference to the other girl that was there with her, she's talking about Misha. Misha gave Allie all of her paperwork that Allie turned over to the police. They made this report back in 2012 and they sealed it because they were minors. Misha put my name in her paperwork back in 2012, 12 years ago. They had me and her in the mental hospital. Mark, Diddy's lawyer, Mark, is the one who signed Misha out of her mental hospital. He was the one shooting her with the drugs when they were taking her out the country. That ain't allegedly. To other people in other countries' kids, to put them on the plane, to traffic them, and to take their organs to sell them on the black market. And they were promising their families that they were taking them to America to have a better life, and they weren't. They was lying. They lying to the world. He got bodies around the world. We're not lying.
And that's when the interview took a bit of a turn. Adria is not holding back. She is angry. I do press her about the Jane Doe lawsuit that competes with Misha's story, along with the sushi photos. Why don't they match? And Adria also dropped some more names. So many, in fact, I got to add even more legal disclaimers and reaffirm that this is not a factual interview. These are allegations. These are opinions. And sometimes it's Adria's hearsay of what she heard from Misha. So please don't take it as fact. Do your own research, take this story, add it to other stories to make your own opinions, but nobody is guilty until they're proven guilty in a court of law. Nobody sue me, please. But you're not going to miss part 2. It gets intense. Adria unleashes more, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below. And if you want to choose to support Adria, her Cash App is on the screen there. You can choose or not. That is up to you. But I hope either way, we'll see you on part 2 of this exclusive interview, Getting to the Truth.